So for this, go to AWS account. Go to AWS account. So first we'll launch an EC2 instance. So go to EC2 instance, launch instance. So we'll take an example of Nginx for this. We'll take an example of Nginx server for this. So I'll name this as Nginx and select Ubuntu 22.04. So T2.micro will be sufficient, more than enough, and the key pair, existing security group which is default, and launch instance. So view all instances. So go to security, check whether port 80 and port 22 are open. Okay, 80 and 22 are opened. Now let's connect to the server. So guys, if you observe here, so what is this actually? This 172.31.5.129 is your private IP address actually. So what is happening here? If I ping my public IP address, I am entering into private. So by this you can understand that before entering into the server, your network is public. Once after you enter into the server, your network will be private network. Okay. So if you want, you can change this public IP address. So actually this zone or this area is called as from IP hyphen to this name. No, you can call it as a host name. So this is actually a host name. So in real time, your host IP address or host name should not be revealed like this. So you have to change the host name. So how do I change the host name? So this is the command, host name ctl set hyphen host name and provided with your desired name. So did I tell you this, guys? Okay, so note down. So how to change the host name? So how do I change the host name? So this is the command to change the host name. So host name ctl set hyphen host name and your desired name. And your desired name. You can give your name also. You can provide your name also, it will work. So press enter. So even though I executed the command, nothing is happening. So exit once and re-log in as a user. So exit once and re-log in or change the user. See, the username has been changed or the host name has been changed. Can you see this? Exit once and log in as a root user again. So next, my host name has been changed. So like this, you can change your host name depending on your requirement. So once after changing the host name, update your server. So why am I using this and? Why am I using this and? That means two commands will be executed in a single time. So two commands will be executed in a single time. And if you wanted to provide another command also, you can provide. And so like this also you can provide. Okay, like this also you can provide. And another command also you can provide and. So now not required. So I'll use only update and install Nginx. So I'll update and install Nginx. Okay, Nginx. Okay, there was a typo error here. See, there is a typo error here. So install. Okay, Nginx is installed. So nginx-v. Okay, Nginx is running. So service Nginx status. So this is active and running also. Now let me change the application. So what is the default path of Nginx, guys? Slash va or slash www slash html. So this is the default path of Nginx. So enter into this path and you can have this HTML file. Okay, you have this HTML file. So if you want, you can delete the existing HTML file and put your own HTML file. So rm and let me use index.html. So here let me have some hello world content. Save and exit. And let me ping this IP address. So I got a hello world content. So now let us convert this into a custom AMI. So let us convert this into our custom AMI. So simple, guys. So select the instance which you wanted to convert and go to actions. You can see image and templates here. Select it, create image. Understood? Go to actions, scroll down to image and template, click on create image and name your image Nginx hello world. So tag image and snapshots together. So what are snapshots? What are snapshots? A backup for EC2 instance the image are. EC2 instance you have EBS. For a EBS you have snapshot. So snapshot is acts as a backup. Backup for your image or your EBS volume. See here it is under storage, right? See it is under storage. Under storage. So this snapshot will act as a backup for your EBS and image. So click on create image. So image will be created. So where you can find that image? In the images you have AMI. So under the AMI you have your image. So guys, can you see? So this is your image. Okay. So this image you can share between multiple AWS accounts. You can share between multiple AWS accounts. So how to share these how to share this AMI to other accounts? So in the down below you have permissions. Click on permissions, and if you scroll down, it is asking to add account ID. So click on add account ID, and someone tell me your account ID. Someone tell your account ID. So you know where to find account ID. So in the profiles, so this will be your account ID. So just put your account ID here and share AMI. And your AMI will be shared. And where to find that shared AMIs? So I'm not sharing because you guys are not providing me any account ID. So where to see those AMIs? You need to go to AMI catalog, and you need to go to, you will see shared with me. Click on this shared with me filter. You can see AMIs which are shared with you. So this is how I can share my images between multiple AWS accounts. Right? So now I converted this into an AMI. So I have my own AMI and I can share my AMI also. This is how you create your custom AMIs. Okay? So custom AMIs I can create like this. So once after AMI is created, next you have to scroll down in the left column and you can see auto scaling groups. So click on this auto scaling groups, and in this auto scaling group console you see some description and all. You can read this description for your better understanding. So click on create auto scaling group. So it is asking for auto scaling group name. So name can be anything. I'll just give my auto scaling group. So I'll give the name as my ASG. ASG stands for auto scaling group. So it is asking for a template. So if you see here, I don't have any template. And now let's click on this create a launch template. So in this launch template, so provide the template name. Provide the template name. So template name can be anything. I'll just use the name as my template. And if you want, you can provide some description here. You can provide some description. Next, scroll down. It will ask to select the AMI. It is asking to select the AMI. So if it is asking to select an AMI, I can go with the quick start actually to select the AMI. But I have my own custom AMI, so I'll select my AMI. And if you scroll down, you can see the AMI which I created. So when you create your own AMI, so your AMI will reflect in this area. So I have only one custom AMI. Select, see it is hello world. So this is the AMI ID. So instance type you can choose. So I'll select t2.micro and key pair you provide. So under network settings, select existing and use default security group. And if you want, you can provide some extra volume you want. So as I don't require, let it be like this and click on create launch template. So successfully created template. So view launch template. So template is created, and now we need to go to auto scaling groups. So just click a refresh button here, select your template, click on next, selecting VPC. So it is asking you to select a VPC. So let it be default, and availability zone I'll take any of the availability zone, and if you don't specify any availability zone, it will take randomly. So if you want, you can select two availability zones. Let's select 1A, 1B, and you have two options here: balanced best effort, balanced only. So balanced best effort means, see, if your auto scaling group has launched some instances, say for example it has launched some 4 instances, 2 instances in 1A region, 2 instances in 1B region. Okay, so if one availability zone is under defect, if one availability zone is on defect, it will try to launch the EC2 instance in other healthy availability zone. Okay, say example, if this room is not working properly, shifting to other room, or even though problem is there, sitting in this old problem room. That is the two scenarios which are here. One is shifting to other availability, healthy availability zone, and other is sitting in the same unhealthy availability zone. So which option will be better? Shifting to healthy availability zone. So here you have two options. One is balanced best effort, which means if one availability zone is not healthy, it will switch to other healthy available zone. And other is balanced only, where even though it is unhealthy, it will try to launch in unhealthy zone itself. So we'll select balanced best effort, click on next, and as of now we don't require any load balancer. Just scroll down. So in the health checks, it is asking to provide some grace period. So what is this actually? It is 300 seconds. So 300 seconds means how many minutes? How many seconds? How many 300 seconds makes? 300 seconds is called how many minutes? 5 minutes. So for every 5 minutes, your auto scaling will check the health of your EC2 instance. Okay? So for every 5 minutes, it will check the health of your EC2 instance. So after every health check, if the servers or EC2 instances are working fine, it will run normally. So if auto scaling found any unhealthy nature in EC2 instance, what it will do? Immediately it will try to create another EC2 instance. Okay, so if auto scaling found any problem in the health check, it will try to launch another EC2 instance. So it won't wait. So we can change this grace period also. So instead of 300 seconds, we'll change it to some 10 seconds. So for every 10 seconds, autoscaling will check the health of your EC2 instance. Okay, and click on next. It is asking desired capacity, minimum capacity and maximum capacity. So desired I will just keep 2, minimum 1 let it be, and maximum 3 servers I will keep. Okay, so desired means how many readily available instances should be there. Okay, so how many readily available instances should be there. So I changed it to 2, minimum 1 instance and maximum 3 instances. So don't go beyond this, guys. You can also use the same values. And next, click on target tracking scaling policy. So in this target tracking policy, you have 4 options. See, average CPU utilization, network options you have. Based on the CloudWatch metric also you can configure, and application load count also you can increase. So CPU utilization means in EC2 instance, when will the CPU mostly gets utilized? Even when more number of users enter into your EC2 instance also CPU will increase, and if you are doing multitasking also it will increase, or if the capacity is less also the CPU will keeps on increasing based on your performing. Guys, someone is talking, who is it? Please maintain silence. Okay, so based on the CPU utilization also you can track your policies, or by network also you can increase the count. Based on our application load balancer count also you can increase the values, and CloudWatch metrics. So I think this CloudWatch metrics we have discussed in the second day. I think I have given you a task on Saturday or Friday or something I give. So if my EC2 instance is keep on failing during night times, so how do I reduce my human intervention and make it automated? So CloudWatch will alert you, and based on the CloudWatch metric also you can auto scale. So here I will select CPU utilization and keep the value to 50%. And warm up time, so instead of 10 seconds we'll give some 30 seconds. So that means for every 10 seconds, as per my configuration, so for every 10 seconds auto scaling will do the health check of EC2 instances first. Next, what happens? If it is not having any health issues, or if it is working fine, it won't do any changes. But if the auto scaling found any problem in the EC2 instance, like increase in the CPU usage, or increase in the storage, or increase in the metric values, or increase in the network. If the network is spiking, storage is spiking, metrics are spiking, so what it will do? It will try to launch the instance within 30 seconds of time. So how long it will take totally for the new instance to come up? 30 seconds your instance will come alive. Okay, so for every 10 seconds there will be a health check. If the health check report is negative, then what happens? It will try to launch a new EC2 instance within the provided time. So this will give some 60 seconds. Okay, we'll give it for 60 seconds because 30 seconds will be too low. And scroll down, so no need to change these values, and click on next, and click on next, and next, and finally review all your changes and create auto scaling group. So guys, if you observe here, if you go back to EC2 instances, so now can you see two more instances are in pending state. So on what logic these two instances are creating? On what logic these two instances are creating? See, I have given desired as 1, minimum 2 and maximum 3. So tell me what are all the conditions it satisfied. Is it satisfied desired status? See, desired, here you can see. So desired 2, minimum 1 and maximum 3. So what it is satisfied and what it is not satisfied. So desired capacity satisfied based on this auto scaling. Did the desired capacity satisfied? I told it as 2. So 2 instances are found. And what about minimum? Minimum, did it satisfy? And what about maximum? Apart from this, is the maximum capacity satisfied? Is the maximum capacity satisfied? No. Why? Why does the maximum capacity not satisfied? Because maximum capacity will be satisfied when there is load more than 50%. Because if you observe, target tracking policy have used CPU utilization and changed the value to 50. If the CPU utilization is going beyond 50, then maximum capacity will be satisfied. Okay? Not understood? Understood? See guys, if it is reaching the maximum threshold value only, load will increase, right? When there is load increase only, new instances will be created. When there is no load, what is the use of launching new instances? That is called as a cool down period and hot period. So you can note down cool down period and hot period. So what is cool down period? Where there is no CPU utilization. Where there is no CPU utilization is cool down period. Where there is no CPU utilization is cool down period. And what is hot period? When there is maximum threshold. When there is maximum threshold or maximum load. When there is maximum threshold or maximum load, then it is hot period. So especially during weekends you will have this period. These scenarios will be having. Cool down. Cool down means in the weekdays where the servers will be normally working. And next opposite is hot time, where it is where maximum users enter into your server and utilize or access. And there will be some applications where morning times there will be no load, and if it is reaching night and all, it will be high or hot time, cool down time and hot time. So when it reaches the hot time, then the new servers will be increased. When there is a maximum stress, other EC2 instances will come alive to share the load. And if you wait for some time now guys, even this desired capacity also will be reduced to minimum capacity. Okay, so during hard time maximum it will reach. When there is no CPU utilization, this desired capacity also will come to minimum. Okay, so that means when there is high load it will increase, when there is no load it will decrease. So why this is happening? First is cost management, to reduce the cost. Second is to make the application high available. Understood? Why it will increase na? To maintain high availability. Why it will decrease na? To reduce cost or to cut down cost. So I have given warm up period as 60 seconds, right? So if you wait for some minutes, even this desired capacity also will reduce to minimum capacity. Now understood, right? When there is no network or ping, it will cut down to reduce the cost, and it will maintain which capacity it will maintain. Which capacity it will maintain? Minimum. If there is load, it will maximum. Clear? So this is about auto scaling. So I think this is a break time, 10:20. So go for break and come back quickly. So after coming from break, we'll start discussing with load balancing.